Well, hey everybody. This is Cleta the Cheetah here. And what you see in the background is my husband and our farm. And I have been picking peas every day. It is so hot here in South Georgia. I don't know where you live, but our temperature has been in the high 90s. And then with the humidity, it's like 100% humidity. So it feels like, I don't even know, 107, but it's hot, sweaty humidity. So I wanted to come to you today and show you some tips that I got from my friend Lori Hogg with some Mary Kay products that you can sweat proof your makeup. Because sometimes, even though you may have great quality makeup and you come in, if it's 100% humidity and 100 degrees outside, you are going to sweat. And so these are some tips that you can try. And some of them I have not done it exactly in this way. So it'll be kind of a new thing for me as well. Okay. So the first thing is you want to do all your skincare, which I did. I did the line reducer booster. I did the serum C. I did the lifting serum. I did the pore minimizer. I did the deep wrinkle filler. I know y'all are like, that's a lot of products. I did the day cream, the eye cream, and foundation primer. Okay, so the foundation primer is a must to start with. So foundation primer, and then this is where it changes up a little bit. We're going to be using a lot of this, and this is Mary Kay Makeup Finishing Spray. Okay, so this is just going to help keep your makeup sweat proof all day long. But there's a couple tricks to it, according to my friend Lori. So first thing that you're going to do is you're going to use a lot of layers of this. So we're going to do it between every layer, like between the primer, between the CC cream, between your foundation, and between after the powder. All right. And then during the day, if you need it. So that's the first thing we're going to do. So we're just going to take it and you just do it in an X and then in a T. Okay. So we're just going to do an X. I know. And you're like, got a problem. This is a new one. Okay. Okay. You just kind of spritz it. It's like a hairspray for your face. Okay. I'm not going to worry about my head because my bangs are there anyway. Okay. So foundation primer and then a spritz of this finishing spray. Next, we're going to do CC cream. CC cream, I'm not going to do it very thick because I'm going to do foundation too, but the CC cream is the complexion corrector and it provides a great base for helping your makeup stay on all day. So I'm just going to put a little bit, and this is the light to medium. And I'm going to put it on the back of my hand and use our foundation brush. And the great thing about the CC cream, it does help cover redness in the skin, any kind of skin discoloration. That's why it says CC, color correction, complexion correction. So it just gives you a nice, smooth look to start with. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of times I just use CC cream just as my foundation. And a lot of my customers do as well. And I always like to go down my throat. I have a little redness in my throat. And a lot of people get kind of lighter right under there. So this kind of just evens it out. And then I'm just going to put some on my forehead. Okay, so that's the CC cream. Now we're going to spray a little bit more of this finishing spray. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry for a second. So just like, it's going to set it all right? And then I'm going to use the Mary Kay Matte 3D Foundation. And this color is Beige N200, which stands for Neutral 200. So I'm going to just put a little bit on the back of my hand like this. And then I'm going to switch foundation brushes. And I'm just going to blend that in. So if you have something you're trying to look good all day long, and maybe you're feeling like by the end of the day, you got to go wash your face and totally redo, this font could really help you. And so if you are one of my friends or customers, when I was getting ready to do this video, I could not find my finishing spray. I mean, I looked at every cabinet that I have. You know, we just moved. So it's like half this stuff, I don't even know where it is. But so I had to open a new one, and I noticed I only had 2 in stock. So the first one who orders today gets the finishing spray. Of course, I will be ordering some in the next couple of days. And of course, I can ship to you. And you know, it is Amazon Prime week, so I can do free shipping this week as well. Okay, so there we go. So I've got my foundation primer and then the finishing spray, and then the CC cream and the finishing spray, and then the foundation and the finishing spray. So now we're going to do another little quick of the finishing spray. After you do it once, you kind of get used to spraying your face. So I'm just fanning it a little bit. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and do eyeshadow, and I'm just going to do just a little bit today because the focus is on sweat proofing your makeup. And I did go ahead and use the eye primer because I really feel like that helps your eyeshadow also stay on and not crease and fade during the day. So I am just going to be using my little color palette here, and I think I'm going to just use a little bit of this hazelnut on my lid today. That's this one right here. Since I'm going with the cheetah print today. Just across the lid. I did a little bit right there. I didn't mean to. And then I'm going to use this biscotti. Let's see if I can get it right here where you can see it. It's funny, I do actually have a green screen. When you have a green screen, that doesn't really do it that way. But there again, I'm not quite sure where it is. And then on the inner corners, like right there, I'm going to do some of this crystalline. Or maybe I'll feel like you get kind of dark in the middle. Okay, and then I'm just going to do a little bit of the espresso. Let's see if I can get it to work. It's this bottom one. Okay, here we go. Closer to me works. Right here. Okay, and so I'm going to do a little bit of the espresso. I got a little too dark on that side, so we'll have to darken it up here. And I'm just going to blend that really, really good. This is the big Mary Kay blending brush for the eyeshadow. It is so nice, y'all. It's just big and fluffy. And if you get too much or you don't feel like it looks great, then I'm going to take a Q-tip. See how that came way down there? I don't like that. So I'm just going to take a Q-tip. I'm going to clean that up. And I'm going to do my concealer to give myself a little lift right there. And I feel like I just need to blend that a little bit. I'm just going to add some hazelnut right here. I just didn't want it that dark. Okay. Now, okay. Now, what I'm going to do, it's funny because when I squirted out my CC cream, for some reason, kind of went on my keyboard, my brand new keyboard. Okay, so for the eyes, instead of doing normal, our Mary Kay eye defining, pencil that we do so much with Mary Kay, I'm going to use what Lori recommends is our gel eyeliner. So it comes in a little thing like this, and then you just put it on with the little brush that it comes with. It looks like this. Isn't that cute? And so I'm just going to take a little of this, and I think what I might need to do is grab a mirror. You'll still be able to see. So, and I like to just tap it in the lid a little bit. This gel liner, I'm telling you what, it stays on all day long. A little bit on the other side. And you can wing it out if you need to, if you want to. Okay. And then she just recommends that for the top. So on the bottom, I am going to do a little bit of the Mary Kay deep brown with the eye defining pencil. And then what you want to do is you want to go over that with a little bit of your eyeshadow that matches what you're wearing or something. So I'm just going to go with the hot fudge, and this sets it as well. Just a little powder over the liner. And also she recommends it on the top. So I'm going to put a little bit of this hot fudge even over the top of this gel liner. Okay. The next thing that she recommends is whatever, mascara that you want to use whatever you want to use. But the last final coat, you got to use your waterproof. That's going to seal it in. So we're going to use just the regular Lash Love. Don't worry, I see where I need to touch that up right there. Probably ought to do it now before it dries. So I'm going to do just a couple coats of this black Lash Love. And then I'm going to do a coat of the waterproof Lash Love. This new camera kind of follows you. I know it's kind of crazy. Okay, so then I'm going to do the same on the other side. Now, some of you divas that just wear false lashes every day, hey, you could do that too. I'm not one of them. So now I'm going to do the waterproof on the top. You could just use waterproof as well, but you may prefer one of the other mascaras. We have 5 different ones. Now for the bottom, I am just going to do the waterproof. You have to tell me in the chat if you have a garden. Of course, you may say, Cleta, do you go out there and pick peas with your makeup on? The answer is yes and no. Because if I do it in the morning, of course not. I just go out there, put a little sunscreen on and go. And because it's cooler in the morning. But if I do it at night, of course, I already have my makeup on. So I say night as far as like before the sun goes down. But even if you're just running around, not picking peas, it gets hot. So then I'm going to take a Q-tip, a clean Q-tip. I have very sensitive eyes. So this is what I do. I just take this and I go just like that. And that just takes off any mascara that happens to get in the waterline, if that makes sense. And then I want to take one and just touch up. Don't have anything that needs touching up, which I always do. All right. Now I'm going to do my concealer. This is the under eye corrector. And I'm going to blend that in. Why do you open your mouth? Because it makes your face go down. This is good. So like this place where I kind of took, I had the extra eyeshadow came down a little bit too low. It just cleans that right up. You see how that does? So much better, right? And then I'm going to use the Perfecting Concealer. And then we're going to use the concealer in a different way too. I'm going to show you that in a second. Okay, now we're going to do a little bit of cheek color and we're going to do our lips. And there's a little trick for the lips as well. So on the cheek color today, I'm going to use, it's funny because there's some of my customers, they have one cheek color, the same one every day, but you know, I like the variety. So we have all these cheek colors. I'm going to actually use this one right here in this golden copper. I've got my farmer's tan going, so I've got a lot of sun lately. And so sometimes you have to adjust your foundation as well in the summer, you know. Just a little bit of highlighter. And I have to do a little contour. Just a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to do my translucent powder. Maybe. You ever laid stuff out and you can't find? Oh, there it is. Okay, well, I'm going to do the silky setting powder. That's the one I can find. So this is the light to medium silky setting powder, which I like too. So if you're feeling a little shiny from anything, this also just kind of gives you that matte look as well. And then Mary Kay, Lori recommends you put this over your powder too. So I'm just going to kind of cover my eyes on this one. It's okay if it hits your eyes, but you just, if your mascara is wet, you know, you want to kind of make sure that's dry. Okay, so the tip on the lips that she has given is to apply a small amount of concealer over the entire lip area. So I'm going to do that. That's what you call dead lips. Okay, you could have put lip primer on first as well. I'll probably use it last. And then I'm going to put the lip liner and I'm going to line it and I'm going to color it in with the lip liner. Just color it in. And this color is medium nude. All right. And then you put your lipstick on. And I want to use something. I want to use, if I can find it. Yeah, this is good. This is Casual Rose. And then I'm going to use the lip primer. Just around the edges. And it just keeps it from feathering. Just like that. And then if you wanted to give it a little pop of, like a little bit of shine, which I think would look really good, you can just do a little tiny bit of dab of lip gloss. And then you have your summer look. Now, the last tip I want to give you is, this is the oil mattifier. And this oil mattifier is really great for touch-ups during the day. So you start getting the shiny, you can just take a little bit of this oil mattifier and just dot it. Just pat it, don't rub it. Pat it right on, like your whatever place that you feels like it's getting oily. And this will just give it a second and it just soaks up the oil without messing up your makeup. We also have beauty blotters that are really great for that. My friend Sayla, she actually mixes a little bit of this oil mattifier in with her foundation. So this is a godsend for people who feel oily and you just like, my makeup is just not staying on. It just runs off my face. This really may help you. So anyway, this is our look for today, our summer proof look. And so, you know, I got to go all the way to church tonight and a little video in a Zoom call later. So I'll keep you posted, but I feel like I'm gonna look exactly the same, except for I'll have to redo my lips after I eat. All right. Bye, everybody. Okay.